Hi, I'm Barry Nailbuff. I'm a professor at Yale. I'd like you to think of negotiation as the question of how people go about dividing a pie. You can think of the pie as a Boston cream pie, a cherry pie. The pie is going to be our image of what it is that people are negotiating over. It's what's at stake. To illustrate what I mean, let's start with a pie of size 9 and two parties, Abe and B. If these two are your stereotypical negotiators, you might expect things to go down as follows. Abe says, "I want the whole pie," and B responds, "No, I want the whole pie." Naturally, that's what they each want, but that's really not an argument. Each claim for the pie is equally valid or equally invalid. My perspective is that negotiation should be done using principled arguments. Simply asking for the whole pie isn't a principled argument. The way I want you to think of negotiation is much more like a math problem, as opposed to a tug of war or an acting session with bluffing and posturing and lying. By looking at negotiation as a math problem, it allows you to be dispassionate and allows you to better understand what's really at stake. Our first goal is to understand what is the pie. We'll stick with the example where A and B together can create something of size 9. Of course, the negotiation might not be successful. Thus, we also have to ask, what happens if this negotiation fails? In that case, Abe and B will go out and do something on their own. If Abe goes out on his own, we'll imagine he can create a pie of size 1 without any help from B. And B can create something of size 2 without any help from A. So now we have all the facts on the table. Moreover, both Abe and B know all of this. Everybody knows everything. There's nothing hidden. There's no room for bluffing. All the cards are face up and on the table. It seems obvious that the two of them should reach an agreement, as the size of pie is much bigger than what they can create on their own. But to get there, they have to agree on how to divide it up. Abe might propose what seems like the simplest and fairest solution of all. Just divide the 9 in 2, so that both parties get 4.5. B counters that she should get 6 while A gets 3. Why? Well, B is twice as strong as A. She is worth twice as much as Abe on her own, and so we should divide the pie into 3 equal parts. B gets 2 of the 3, and A 1 of the 3. That leads to 6 for B and 3 for A. I don't think either of these proposals is right. I think what you have to look at is what Abe and B can get on their own compared to what they can get together. On their own, Abe can get 1 and B can get 2. So really what they're negotiating over is not a pie of size 9, but a pie of size 6. Why is that? Well, if they don't reach an agreement, Abe and B on their own can get 1 and 2, so their motivation for reaching an agreement is to increase the pie from 1 plus 2 or 3 all the way up to 9. That's a gain of 6. Another way of saying this is that of the 9, Abe can automatically claim a slice of 1. He doesn't need B's help to do that. There you go, a slice of size 1. And similarly, B can get something of size 2 on her own without any help from A. We should probably make it look a little bit more like it's twice as big. There we go. If they come out and work together, that's another 6 that they can get. And here's the big point. Abe needs B just as much as B needs A to get that extra 6. B could try to make the claim, "Oh, I can get twice as much as you if we don't work together, so I have twice the claim to the pie. I want 4, and you can have 2 because I'm twice as strong as you." But if Abe says, "Nope, that doesn't work for me, I'm walking away," that extra 6 is lost. Similarly, if A asks for too much and B says, "No, no, no, I'm not going for it," that 6 is also lost. At the end of the day, B needs A just as much as A needs B. Since they have equal power, what I think they should do is split the 6. The real pie, the real negotiation, is about how to split that 6. When the two sides realize that they are in a perfectly symmetric position, the 6 ends up getting split evenly, 3 and 3. What that means is that Abe gets the 1 on his own plus another 3 from the 6, or 4 in total, and B gets 2 from what she could have got on her own plus another 3 from the 6, or 5 in total. Now this example is simple by design in the sense that there's no uncertainty, everybody knows what they're negotiating over, but it illustrates the fundamental point that underlies all negotiation. It emphasizes what is the pie, why are we having the conversation, what's at stake. In the real world, no one goes and says to you, this is the pie, or people may not even know exactly what the pie is. But the same principles apply when you look at problems that are more complicated. Indeed, the more complicated the problem, the more important it is to have a principle.